Is that?
I have written a musical called Holy Foley. Had this idea about a Foley artist on a Foley stage. Her name is Genevieve. Took it from my book, The Foley Grail, which is in its third edition all over the world, talking about Foley. But here's the thing. I also incorporated the stories of people that I've worked with for decades in the film industry, with all the movies and all the people I knew and all the TV shows and all of that. So tonight you're going to hear 3 songs for the first time performed in public from the musical. I have a GoFundMe and I'm trying to raise money so that Stephen and I are working on a concept album, which is what you do when you're trying to get a musical produced. You put together all the songs in a concept album. It's what Lin Miranda did. It's what Andrew Lloyd Webber did. It's what they all do to get started. Lin Miranda's doing another one. And you put the songs together. So we're putting together a concept album. These are 3 songs. You're hearing these songs as they are for the musical. So the first one is our protagonist, Genevieve. Her husband directs reality TV shows in Atlanta. She's working on a Foley stage in LA, and they've been married for quite a while, but they've been apart a lot, and it's put a terrible strain on their marriage. And he's coming back into LA to talk to her because they've just been at odds and it's not working out. And she's singing a song while she's alone on the Foley stage because they're on a break about her longing for him. And I'm going to look at these lyrics a little bit. I know most of them, but I've changed some of them. But I want you to hear her heartbreak and her longing about wanting and needing him near her. And this tension in the early part, it's the 3rd song, or actually the 2nd song in the show, because the first one is the big ta-da. Then there's this reflective song that she sings, Near to Me. This might sound a little familiar to you, Nathaniel. I've had several lovers that I can recall. Some leave giant memories, others rather small. You're the sweetest truffle that a love could ever be. Oh, my love, I need you here with me. I've been around some corners and a block or 2, yet you tried to charm me at the cast and crew. How did we get started on this precious loving spree? Life was sweet when you were near to me. All my life I've had the cynic's sting, my dismal views would blind my sight. Spring, you're the season of the light. You're a magic potion that I want each day. Wish it made you happy that I'm here to stay. When we are together, my heart's full of youthful glee. My heart breaks when you're not near to me. Please come home, I need you near to me. Now, there's a character named Lou. As we have Genevieve talking with a PhD in student, we have a PhD in the house other than Richard and me. This PhD student has had a career doing other things, and she is there because she's going to write a dissertation on Foley. And she wants to get some real experience, real life stories, some field work on a Foley stage. And she's talking to Genevieve and some of the Foley people there. And it comes up with the idea of the uncomfortable notion of what happens when men put women in uncomfortable positions in the industry. And Genevieve tells this PhD student, Samantha, her sort of Me Too moment, but it's about Lou, who was her boss, and there's an afternoon Christmas party, and Genevieve has had a male partner who's Lou's son-in-law. And the son-in-law has gone off to buy, it's an afternoon party, but this is back in the day of liquid lunches in the film industry in LA. Yeah, there were those. And so Lou is sitting there with Genevieve, and I'm going to sing Lou. And this is what he sings to Genevieve. Hey you, I think you ought to come over here. Yeah, you. Don't take a chance, I might disappear. I've noticed that you're a lone girl in this perfect atmosphere. Hey you, why don't you come over here? Your face reminds me of a girl I once knew. Your lips look like a kiss is long overdue. I might be the right solution. You're my favorite ingenue. Hey you, why don't you let me pursue this night? Could start some lovely memories as lovers while you are in your prime. The days that follow might be sweeter because we let this night become sublime. So you might want to see if I am sincere. Why don't you try to make me less cavalier? I promise you won't regret it. You'll strip down my cold veneer. Hey you, why don't you come over here? Yeah, you. Why don't you come over here? Okay, so I told you about the PhD student. Well, her name is Samantha, and then Genevieve is this woman in her mature years, not old, but, middle years, and they're talking about their travails in life, and one of the things that come up is, Samantha's kind of curious, Genevieve's curious, well, how did you come to be a PhD student? Because Samantha's not 28. She's, in her mid-30s. And Samantha's kind of curious how Genevieve got into Foley, and one of the things that Genevieve mentions is that she'd actually started out wanting to be a clown, and it didn't work out. And Samantha had started out wanting to be a journalist, and it didn't work out. And so they are curious about, well, what happens to women when they have these dreams and they don't get to do what they want? That's never happened before, So this song is called I Forgot to Schmooze. I will sing Samantha and Genevieve, and I'll let you know when I'm doing which. Samantha. I studied at Harvard and got my degree. A magna cum laude is what they called me. My teachers all told me that I couldn't lose. But oh God, I forgot to schmooze. I went to Chicago, my first job was there. Sometimes ran my columns, reviews were my fare. I worked with Rich Roper, great films I'd peruse. But I forgot to schmooze. The first film was a musical that went a bit too far. The 68 convention, Mayor Daley was the star. My car broke down, my boyfriend left. I lost my job that spring, but Roper's disapproval was the ultimate sting. I then tried directing, continued my path. A cool documentary relating to math. The viewers at Sundance responded with boos. Then you guessed it, I forgot to schmooze. So I got the message and went back to school. I finally decided that I wasn't cool. I'd be a professor, show films that I choose. It won't matter that I forgot to schmooze. Genevieve. I thought I was funny, my friends always laughed. I went to clown college to study the craft and learned all the tricks, but my jokes they'd refuse. And of course, I forgot to schmooze. The carnival harkened, I had my own tribe. The parties were frequent, I learned to imbibe. The kids were delighted, I'd always enthuse. And the bottom line, I forgot to schmooze. Both. Or I the only one who thought accomplishment mattered? Genevieve, my egos have vanished. Samantha, my diplomas are all tattered. My mother always taught me I'd have a turn it back. But being overlooked will cure you of that. Both. So here we are, brilliant and witty to boot. We had our ambitions with horns we could toot. We played the game fairly and paid lots of dues. Mea culpa. We forgot to schmooze. Oh, whoops. So, Holy Foley, coming to a black box theater with popcorn on the floor near you.
Is that